back in a different house.
Oh, we're live. Yellow.
Hello, hi, happy Wednesday, happy Hump Day. Uh, Hi, audiences. I guess you are all looking forward to this episode. We have somebody special, and Crix, how are you?
Yeah, good. Well, it's a Wednesday, so basically I'm kind of tired, but really looking forward for our episode right now. Getting really a little nostalgic because it's my childhood and it's gonna be a good show. And I
Mm-hmm.
will introduce you one of the clue that we have for our guest. Of course, here's my favorite Ghost Fighter character on the show. His name is Denise or Dennis, and well, it's
Yeah.
Kurama on the Japanese one. But I also
Mm-hmm.
have Lolo Gundam Hello Kitty. So I have the RX 78 Gundam. So yeah, so Jet, I'm
I used
I'm kind yeah.
we're going to talk about Ghost Fighter. I used to have really blinds that's in my room that covers the window, and it has the Ghost Fighter there, the entire cast include the poster. But it's printed on the blinds. So this is
Mm,
something very special. And the great thing about it is it's also special for you, right?
yeah, for everyone, especially
Uh-huh.
the ones who grew up in the 90s, early 2000s. Ghost Fighter really resonates our carefree days, the after school shows that we're looking forward to. So, and back then it was like really, really, you have to wait episode by episode just to get a new,
Mm-hmm.
to just to watch it compared to the ones that we have right now, like Netflix. But although we have Netflix, it's the voices of the characters who gave life to our childhood, right? Case in
Yes.
point, Hanamichi Sakuragi, right? From
Yep.
Slam Dunk. It's
Uh-huh.
really different from the anime, original Japanese anime, and of course the Filipino one or the Tagalog one. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so there,
So
special day.
yeah. So for our audiences, we have our special guest is the person who voiced Eugene in Ghost Fighter, and he's a foodpreneur. He's also a financial consultant and sometimes goes into ABS-CBN and discusses financial matters in that network. Without further ado, we have Sir Bonner.
Hi, Bonner.
Good evening, guys. Sa.
Kamusta? This is
Kamusta?
We are very very privileged to have you here,
Thank you.
and aside from your multitude of talents, you're a fruitpreneur. I've tasted your ice cream, which is very very fantastic. I've had my friends taste it too. They were just blown out of the water with this. I said the competition is dead. Now, when I told them, since we all also grew up in watching Ghost Fighter, and they said it's the same person that voices Ghost Fighter in Eugene in Ghost Fighter during the 90s, and it was like, what? They really geeked out. So Oh, my question is, how did it all start? I mean, from we already know the story about Foodpreneur being an ice cream, a artisan ice cream honcho, and now the anime part. How did it start?
Um, it was in college. So I have a classmate at that time, and he was doing voices for, at that time, they were doing the Tagalog version of Voltes 5. So
Wow.
the
Oh,
story
uh-huh.
goes, the voice actor for Big Bird just left. So they needed to get someone else to fill in as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So my classmate said, "You want to give this a try? You think I'm good for it? Give it a try. You never know." So I went. I gave my audition, if I can call it an audition. Um, at the end, the
Mm-hmm.
director told me in so many words. He said something else. All I understood was, "Don't call us. We'll call you."
Mhm.
Okay, so I leave that as is. 2 weeks later, they called me. Can you come in to the studio? We're not gonna have you do Big Bird. We're gonna have you do something else.
Uh-huh.
So the first thing that they made me do, Mask Rider Black.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, getting goosebumps, you know? Getting starstruck right now.
So
And
yeah, I think I started with episode 11 of
mm-hmm.
Mask Rider Black. Then
Mhm.
from there, in no chronological order, because
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I'm at that age where I get to forget a lot of things. So I believe I also did some part in Bioman, Machine
Mhm.
Man.
Wow.
What else?
Wow. Mecha and Sentai series. Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Battle Ball. If you remember
Oh.
Battle Ball, it was
Mm-hmm.
like some intergalactic baseball thing.
Uh, yeah,
I.
I remember that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not that popular. What I do remember about it was these guys just left me to do whatever voice I wanted. When I counted it, you let me do 15 different voices while you guys just did 5. What's wrong with you? So well, enough of that. Time Quest.
Time
Time
Quest.
Quest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
heard that. Yeah.
Uh, who was I in Time Quest? I was a teenage boy,
Oh.
uh, Henry.
S- Oh, okay. So, but
Uh,
you never had a formal voice acting coach
none.
in coaching or training, right?
It
And you just
was everything was on the job.
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah. And
Nice.
then the most popular we did was, yes, Ghost Fighter.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Mm-hmm. So that went on for quite a while. So
Oh, yeah.
during the time that you were doing Ghost Fighter, you were also doing different voices for other anime or other.
Anime
Yeah,
drama.
yeah, we
Mhm.
were doing it. I think 2 or 3 different shows at the same time. So one day is scheduled for this show, next day
Mhm.
is scheduled for another show, and then another day is another show. But it's like uh, we were what BPOs are doing right now. We were the
Yeah.
ones doing our job, starting at around 6 or 7 at night, and then we end up at
Mhm.
around 11 or
Mhm.
12.
Mm.
Oh. And during that time that you were doing the voices, do you have any other career or
Oh
taking
yeah,
on? Uh-huh.
oh yeah. At that time, I was already in the stock market, so I was
Oh
Oh,
starting
wow.
wow.
out my career as a broker. So
Nice.
that's probably the main reason why I stopped Ghost Fighter somewhere around episode 50.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
was given an ultimatum by my father. Choose
Mm.
which one you want to do. You want to do stocks or you want to keep on doing the dubbing.
Mhm.
So I just counted which one brings in more money. Okay, I'll go to stocks.
Yeah, that's a pretty good choice. I'm not gonna lie, but you did help. You did help uh, the anime industry because it is now generating $28 billion per
Yeah.
year. So you had a huge part in it. So
Uh,
it's still in your line.
yeah, but compared to the others, I'm already what I consider retired from that phase. Some of my
Mhm.
contemporaries are still at it, and in fact, they're the ones who are now the directors.
Mm. No,
Mhm.
for the dubbing for the voices.
Yes.
Mhm. So in your very busy time that you have your ice cream Jack Frost, you're doing stocks. Do you still get to watch any anime series or once in a while? Do you peek and check out how the dubbing is or?
In the last few years,
Uh huh.
well, what I watched, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to come off as high no. What's the proper term for it? Elitist. I'm not trying to come off
Mhm.
as elitist. It's just a matter
Okay.
of preference.
Mm-hmm,
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
Yes, I watch anime selected, no, but
Mhm.
I still prefer watching it in the original Japanese while
Mm-hmm.
reading some subtitles underneath.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I agree.
I
I agree.
see.
But
Yeah, and huh?
yeah, go Cricks.
Oh, I think Paul has a question for Bonner. He is asking what was the best and the worst part of being the voice.
Ooh. It's like asking me, is it a blessing and a curse?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Best part, it's the same reaction you guys gave. When everyone finds out I'm Eugene. The worst
Yeah.
part,
Uh-huh.
can I be, can I be honest about this?
Sure,
The
absolutely.
worst part about it, there are some fans who go overboard, and the best way to describe it is if you're familiar with that SNL skit with William Shatner,
Mm.
wherein he's the guest of the Star Trek convention, but
Mm-hmm.
people there are so much into the episode they think everything is real life.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Suddenly, he
Uh-huh.
yeah.
bursts out and tells all of these people in the convention, "What's the matter with you people? Get a life! It's just a show."
It's like
Yeah.
Mark Hamill.
So the fans could not separate the voice and the
Mm.
anime.
And the
I don't know.
person.
I don't know. I mean, I appreciate their love for the show,
Uh huh.
but yes, you're correct. You have to separate what's real, what's not. And of course, we need to respect the privacy of the other people too.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Has anybody ever walked up to you and say they already know that you're doing Eugene's voice, that they asking you to do a sample
Yeah,
or a line?
sample. That's what Filipinos are. Sample,
You
sample.
just cannot imagine the same thing I just went through a few weeks ago
Uh
in
huh.
my group there with the vendors from Let's Eat Pare.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Okay, so one night, my FB Messenger just goes ping. Okay, what's this? Someone says, "Hey, may chismis ako sa inyo. What's going on here? Alam nyo ba yung sa Ghostwriters?" God, there we go again. Ayun na nga. My fellow vendor, okay, I'll call it what it is. They ratted me out to the whole group. And of course, there are also other fellow vendors who are also, he's here! He's here!
And, and the funny part there is when they start talking to you, they try to imagine or they can no longer see you as Boner and as
Just
Eugene
Eugene.
as Eugene.
Yeah, just Eugene.
I have no idea.
Oh my god. But Sir Bonner, I've been a fan of the anime in the 90s, and your voice really lent a big part of my childhood. And
I hope in a
I'm
good way.
yeah, it is on a good way. But we used to do back then was, if you remember blank tapes, we will record your voice just to making get to our kapitbahay saying, "Hey, we're watching a rerun of Ghost Fighter." So that's how big of an impact that you have made on our childhood. So I do have a question for one of my from one of my colleagues. So, if you wanted to start, let's say, voice acting, because you really went into character, and I saw you mentioned that you weren't even trained for it. So, how do they start, or where can they start? Should they watch more movies, or should they talk with themselves, or what?
If you talk with yourself and someone catches you, maybe they're going to be calling in negative
Yeah,
again.
mental in Mandaluyong. Yeah.
No, but seriously, if you have plans for it, I think I'm trying to get into the mind of the director. What will I look for? Definitely the voice. What kind of voice does this person have? Is it a baritone kind of voice for the guy? Baritone kind of voice, or is the voice for the ladies? Is it pleasant enough to listen to? And
Mm-hmm.
then second would be, how versatile is this person? Can they do a bad guy voice? You know what we mean. No stereotype bad guys. Can
Yeah.
they do monster voices? Can they do accents? Can they imitate other people? Those kind
Mm-hmm.
of things. How versatile are they? So
Nice.
that's uh, that's one of the things that they need to be. They need to be able to uh, be like an instant jack of all trades. You're able to
Mm-hmm.
do this, do that, and you're still uh, intact.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So after that, uh, what is most important is that you can do all this at the snap of a finger. There
Oh.
are some things that are very hard to do when it's asked, even if it's on the script.
Mm-hmm.
Like me personally, I found out that when it says there laugh, I can't do it just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I need something to make me laugh. Otherwise, it's gonna fall flat.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Mm.
going to sound real.
Yes,
Real, yeah.
yes, it's gonna sound forced. But
Oh
others
yeah,
can do it
yeah.
easily, and they can do it in different ways. So for that, I give my hat off to them.
Nice. Amazing. And who's your favorite character to, or was, or given you something like a an impact on your life, or your favorite character that you have dubbed on?
All the characters I've done.
Oh, amazing. That's
Yeah,
passion right there.
mhm. Given a
No,
chance,
no. I'm asking. I'm asking.
mhm.
Are you
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
all the
Oh,
characters?
yeah, yeah. All the
Which
characters
one's
that
my
you've done.
favorite? I'd say Mask Rider Black
Oh, amazing.
for one simple reason.
Yeah.
We don't get to talk too much. The dialogue is short. There's a lot of action. So action. What do you do in action? That's it.
Grunts, just grunts.
Nothing to do. In two
Good.
hours, we're done with one episode. Okay, it's time to go home.
Easy.
Makes sense. Yeah,
Yes.
makes sense.
While the others, they take 4 hours because there's a lot of dialogue. So,
Hmm.
yeah, easy. Max Rider Blacks for me.
Given a chance, will you, if somebody approaches you and wants to dub another anime, will you ever do it again?
Nah, I don't think that's for me anymore. I'm now at a different stage of my life. I leave that to the more professional people.
No. And DM asked, how young were you when you learned how to dub? You mentioned that when you were in college, right?
Yes, college.
Mm,
Yeah,
college.
college.
I Let's just put it around 20, 20 or 21.
Young.
Mm. And
Nice, nice.
another foodpreneur from one of our guests, former guests in Food Bear and Jet Fuel is Adrian T. And
He's a
he's
fellow
the owner.
vendor.
Yeah, and he bakes great, magnificent cheese rolls and a lot of other
Yes.
baked goods. And he said that, wow, I'm a fan, Bonner Detox. So, yep. Uh, if you like ice cream, go and order from Jack Frost. And if you like bread, I recommend the cheese rolls. Definitely go with tinapay.
I'm a buy from Sir Bonner. I'm gonna look for the website though. Wasn't able to taste that. Send someone jet
I'll say
to
Yeah,
bring
okay.
the item. Yeah.
we need to Xerox the ice cream for Cricks.
Please do. I was like really having this FOMO feeling that I missed out on something, especially the basil flavored one. So, Jet, when we meet, give me a whole bunch of ice cream from Sir Bonner.
Yeah, absolutely. I will.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing your experience with Ghost Fighter with us, Sir Bonner. But here at Geekish Khan, we are all about movies and your hobbies, and at the same time, the things that we are passionate about. And right now, we are raving on Jet. What is it?
A Suicide Squad.
The
Yes.
Suicide Squad.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And we are really we are hyped that we have watched it, and even Sir Bonner would want to share his thoughts with us. And it's a pleasure to have someone geek out with something that we are interested in. So yeah, let's start with the movie. So James Gunn really did something good, right?
Mhm, mhm, mhm. I agree.
He
And
made a big improvement over the first Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
exactly. It was
exactly.
hands down bet it's a better movie. Even
Hmm.
the comedic timing, the casting was just great. Idris Elba was a fantastic main character, and well, of course, Harley Quinn was also there, and to spice things up. What do you think about the have Sylvester Stallone, since
Oh,
you were voicing anime characters. Did he do a good job in voicing the King Shark?
amazing one.
Earn!
And yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sir Bonner giving us the voice talent skill. So
Uh-huh.
wow.
Meron pa, one more. He did one more. Burn.
Yeah, and nom nom, and just like
Nom
I
nom.
just said it. Yeah, the Marv's also said nom nom. Oh man,
Yeah, nom
Uncle
nom.
Steve, nom nom.
But
So
I think he's perfect for King Shark.
Yeah,
yeah,
he is
his
amazing.
grunts and for his natural speech is really similar to King Shark. So it was a great casting.
Oh yes.
Yes, Jet. I think Paul is ratting you out, pun intended, with the rat catcher. Harley Quinn spices things up. Please explain what you mean there, Jet.
Harley Quinn spices things up. It's not for this show. It's a family show, Paul. Go away.
But yeah, I think this is the best Harley that we got
Uh,
in all her DC appearance because Suicide Squad 1 was like really lacking on something. So Birds of Prey, I think well, it's a big music video movie, so it doesn't give you any essence of Harley Quinn. But when I've watched Suicide Squad 2 and when she went crazy with the flowers and stuff, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm kind of reading it and at the same time watching Harley come to life." So that's the best Harley Quinn that I've ever had or ever seen in all appearance in DCEU.
And we have a question for you, Bonner. Amazing. Kailan nyo po na-discover na may talent pala kayo sa pagiging voice talent, sir? It was
Oh,
answered a while ago when he was in college, 2021. He was invited, and it took off from there and did multiple voices.
That was another fellow veteran of mine.
Oh,
uh,
I like this, a crossover from one podcast to another. Bear Food and the Jet Fuel are now crossing over to Geekish Khan, and
Oh
hopefully,
yeah.
Creeks, you cross over to the other side too. And
where? I'm scared.
uh,
Where?
Not that other side.
I think on
yeah,
the dark side, Jet, dark
no,
Not
no,
side,
no,
like
not
that.
the
Star
dark side.
Wars.
Which one was your favorite characters from the Suicide Squad?
Oh, for me, it's gonna be like hands down, King Shark.
King Shark. How about
Yeah.
you, Jet?
I'm going to go with the character of Idris Elba because I'm a big fan of
Bloodsport.
his. Yeah,
Oh,
Bloodsport.
we've
Because
yeah,
I'm a
polka
big
dot
fan of
man,
his.
polka
And
Polka
dot
Dot Man
man.
is
Polka Dot, yeah.
quite entertaining. But for me, it was Ratcatcher too.
Oh yeah,
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 it's true. She is the heart of the movie.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah,
rat
yeah.
Sebastian, so
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh
cute.
yes.
Even the Rat Sebastian. And
So do you?
funny mentioning crossovers, right? Idris
Mm-hmm.
Elba, because Bonner, we also have another podcast on Mondays about sports, about football, European football. And Idris Elba supports the same team that I support, same football club, which is Arsenal. So yeah,
Arsenal.
yeah.
I thought it was Manchester United.
No, no.
He hates Manchester.
Just a guess.
So Mitch has a question. So do you think James Gunn was a factor to improve Suicide Squad?
Definitely, definitely,
How
definitely,
about
guys.
how about you, Bonner?
I think he may be one, but I think the biggest factor that separated this movie from the first one, there was no interference from Warner Brothers with the Suicide Squad.
Yes,
I
The
definitely.
agree.
first one,
So,
I heard that there was a lot of
mhm.
interference. That this is not the version of David Ayer.
I
Mm,
totally agree with you. It's the same case with the Justice League. There were a
Oh yeah,
lot of interference with the Warner Brothers
yes. So
people.
there's
studio.
And,
we're
Yeah.
talking about the 4 hour Snyder cut versus the Justice League.
yeah,
Justice, yeah,
Justice League.
just we. It's like really bad thing about DCU that they don't have, or the directors didn't have the liberty to choose everything. I'm glad that James Gunn was able to write it. At the same time, he gave a flair on the movies. He make unknown characters be known through his movies, like what he did on Guardians of the Galaxy, and explain how good was the soundtrack. It was amazing. I love the soundtrack. I love the casting, and at the same time, I love the pacing. It's like 1 hour deep into the movie, a lot of action happened. So that's good about what James Gunn did on the movie.
You don't notice 2 hours are done.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Absolutely. And the comedic timing, the way that it was directed, he was able
What
to
happened?
mesh the actors really well, have a good chemistry, or at least make it appear. If I don't know if they're all friends behind the camera, but in front, they're definitely uh, meshed together, and they were bouncing off each other's performance. So
yeah,
kudos to James Gunn.
yeah. Love the characters like
Mhm.
Weasel. Can't see, or if you see Star's color there, it was like
Mhm.
really comedic, but at the same time you are terrified. And one of my favorite characters there, the one that is played by Pete Davidson, the
Mhm.
one who got shot in
Batgirl.
the first like 5 minutes of the movie, was like, oh my god, that's so Pete Davidson. You can just really go wrong with it. And Taika Waititi as Ratcatcher one was like, oh my god, it's like bringing his friends like, hey. Lika dito, sama ka sa movie ko. Something like that. It was like really epic.
Is
What
there
about Michael Rooker as Savant?
Yeah,
Michael Rooker as Savant? Yeah.
the
Is it
first.
Bonner, is there any movie, superhero movie, or any movie that you're looking forward to or want it made that you think because of the current technology that movies have that you think that should be made?
That should be made.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Since at least 10 years back, I've already, at least in my mind, I thought they were going to try and make a movie out of Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
Oh
wow. That's
yeah.
heavy. Yeah, yeah.
But there's none up to
Nice.
now.
Mm-hmm. I agree
Do it
with
now.
you. I
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with you.
So
Solid
you want to
Solid
call
Snake.
James
Snake.
Gunn also for Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah,
And
that's good. But
Never mind
if
uh,
Michael Bay. It's it's
don't.
it's quite
yeah, never mind.
quite tiresome. All of his action scenes.
Uh, and if ever they're going to dub it in Tagalog, I hope they get you as a voice talent.
Yeah,
Uh oh.
Solid Snake.
Solid Snake.
Snake.
Oh my god. And just another question again, Sir Bonner. What's the or what is your fandom? What's the best or what are you fan of in terms of pop culture? Are you more of a Star Wars fan or
DC,
sci-fi,
Marvel,
DC,
sci-fi.
Well,
Marvel?
I like what Marvel came out with
Mm.
because okay, sige. Booking nga na ng age. I was able to see some of the Marvel movies back in the 70s and 80s. Oh man, those
That's
were
Is-
really
really
bad.
bad.
Really bad.
Those
yeah,
are really
Dolph
bad.
Lundgren as Punisher, is it? And then they
Well,
have Lou
not even
Ferrigno.
that. Let's go way farther.
Oh my
If you
god.
can remember the first Spider-Man,
Yes, I
Nicholas
did. I
Hammond.
do.
yes, that's so
Yeah,
pathetic.
that was yeah, very.
That's so bad.
Uh,
But
and
now they did something good with the MCU.
mhm,
However, I feel it's just me. I feel it's a bit formulaic. Okay,
mhm, mhm.
so well, it
Mm-hmm.
works, but um, I grew up more of a DC fan,
Same
Mm-hmm.
here.
so I'm more interested in what they're doing. Yes, there are hits and misses with their movies,
Mhm.
but they've been doing good with their shows.
Thank
Oh
you, Mickey
yeah,
Mouse.
the
In fact, as far as I know, I think today was supposed to be the season 2 of Stargirl.
oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Sargar. Yeah, for the
Sargon.
expanded universe and well, that's going to be for the not sitcoms but series. They're good at series.
Yes. Then I think in 2 more days, it's season 3 for Titans.
Oh
Oh
wow.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in 2 more
Hmm.
days.
But are
So
you
what am I a
watching The
fan of?
Boys? The
Oh,
Boys
sorry,
at The
The
Boys
Boys
at
in the
Amazon?
Sea. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I lost interest in the second season,
Yeah, same.
How about
so
Gotham?
there's not much there. I do like Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah, Umbrella
Uh,
Academy is really good. Yeah.
I tried watching Jupiter's Legacy, but I stopped in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Just and I switched. I didn't watch that anymore. I just went with Kim's Convenience and I finished it.
oh,
Uh,
Kim's
uh-huh.
Convenience.
Bonner, were you able to watch the original Dune movie? And I know they're
No,
coming up with a new one.
no,
Uh,
I haven't watched the one with Sting. No,
yeah,
I
the
didn't
one.
get to watch that one.
All right.
I felt it was a little heavy for me at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't. I think I was only around 10,
Mm.
so I wasn't into that kind of movie. But
Oh, okay.
going back to Crick's earlier question, what am I a fan of? DC, Star Trek.
Yeah,
Um,
just ask Jet. That's Roddenberry territory for me. I'm not. I'm alien territory. So Jet, geek away.
what else? Yeah, some anime. Like I was saying, I was watching some newer anime now, but selected. We're talking about like One Punch Man,
Mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Food Wars, uh, Haikyuu.
Oh, Haikyuu. Yeah. How about Full Metal Alchemist?
Not a fan of it.
It's too long. It's good.
Believe it or not, even Attack on Titans, it didn't get my interest.
Yeah.
How about Samurai X or Rurouni Kenshin? Were you able to?
Uh, I watched it. I like the Shishio arc,
Oh
but
yeah,
after
mm-hmm.
that,
Oh yeah,
that's it.
Shio.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
How about since I'm a big video game fan, are you into video games, or since you mentioned Metal Gear, what were the games that you were playing
Before, oh, you
before and
think I'm a
today?
wuss. Today, I only play
Yeah.
my phone. On my phone, all I have here is some street car racing and NBA.
Mm.
NBA. Good.
But before in PlayStation, yeah, you got Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you remember, Bust the Move,
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
the dancing game, not the one
Yeah.
with the bubbles.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So, and the soundtrack of that was very good.
Oh.
yeah. Uh, I have you ever played in PlayStation One the You Don't Know Jack because it's in your ice cream. The You Don't
Um,
Know Jack.
Not PlayStation One. I used to play it on my PC.
Ah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah, the
That's a
PC
Wow.
very good
version.
game.
Yeah.
God tier. Nice. And since you are well in you're in the ice cream business, so if you're gonna be like a character or a fictional character, like if Willy Wonka is into candies, how will you associate yourself with a fictional character in pop culture? Who can you
Fictional
associate with?
character in
Yeah,
pop culture.
yeah,
Who would I be?
yeah.
Uh, I'm not really too sure. Right now, I can't think of that many people right now. You have to
Maybe
give me
Bat.
some time to think about this.
If since your favorite character to dub is Mask Rider Black, if you're going to make an ice cream theme in that, what would be the ingredients? What will you start off with?
Yeah. Is it gonna be like charcoal or?
The dark
Black
chocolate,
Sesame.
black sesame.
Wow,
Yes,
that's genius.
mm, that's
But
great.
someone already beat me to it.
Well, they're not going to do it like you do. So I plus they they don't have the voice of Eugene. You do.
You do.
But you cannot eat my voice.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, but some of our viewers right now are like really curious if you can just do a one word or something like a sample for us. I know
Oh,
you
sure.
hated it,
Sure.
but they are
Um,
really waiting for you to do that, and we're itching to ask it. So yes, or butter, if you can just do one, we'll be more great or more than grateful for the gods. Just kidding. You can do one for us. That'll be awesome.
so I know what you guys are waiting for. I'm sorry. I can't do the ray gun anymore.
Mitch said that if you do the black sesame, the Mask Rider black ice cream, he'll order 8 pints.
I
Nice.
have Mitch's number. That's okay.
Make it a Mask Rider theme ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll order definitely if you do that. Yep, that's what Mitch said. So
It's like Michael Scott. That's what she said.
Oh my god. But yes, sir, if you can just say one line, because at the moment, Ghost
Ah,
Fighter is
okay.
still relevant for us,
Okay.
and the memes are still alive. So just
Okay. It's
one.
not ray gun, but I think I know.
mhm.
Tapusin. Tapusin.
Ah,
That brings back a lot of memories
Oh
for
my
us.
god. So you're sa kapunan ni Eugene. Oh my god, that's fun. But I really do appreciate for you you doing that, Sir Bonner, because I know it's a well, you've been asked a lot to do that, but it's an honor for us to be or to have you on our show. At the same time, you were really fun to talk to. And Jet, any questions for Sir Bonner?
No, just like what Bonner said. Oh, well, before we do say tapusin this
Tapusan.
live cast, please, Bonner, uh, we're gonna roll out the red carpet for you here. Promote whatever you need to promote. Because I really enjoyed your ice cream. I want the others that are our viewers to know that you have there's a lot of that you can give, and they should try your ice cream.
Okay. Well, as Jet said, we I do make artisan ice cream with different flavors. You can check out my web. No, it's not the website. It's the Facebook page. Just look for Jack Frost Premium, and then my menu is there, and you can order straight either through FB, or you can Viber me at 0918 935 4716 for your orders. But I'll need at least 2 days lead time since everything is freshly made.
There
Nice.
you go. So, to those people, to our viewers, thank you for joining us. It has been a pleasure, a privilege of having a Bonner, the voice of Eugene in Street Fighter. And just like what Bonner said, this is the end. Thank you for joining us.
Tapusin, tapusin,
Tapusin, tapusin,
tapusin.
tapusin. Thank you,
Tapusin ng
Bonner.
episode.
Thank you so
Thank
much. And
you.
Thank
see you next
you.
week.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice
Uh,
Wednesday.
You too.
Good night,
Good
guys.
night.